Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of the Living World of Darkness, the Hunter video. This evening we find Siobhan Milliner, better known as Juno, making her way to the Elysium Fields scrapyard via bicycle. Why a bicycle, you ask? Because she has liquidated a few assets to make more money into her bank accounts, which got a little bit padded today. She comes over the hill and through the woods, and finally she arrives at the front of the scrapyard, looking through the chain link fence, looking for Trent before going to the main office, chaining up her bike on a lamppost, and then knocking on the door.
When Juno knocks at the door, she will simply hear a voice from inside say, actually, she won't. She will hear the eyepiece on the other side moving just a little bit. And after that eyepiece moves, and move back, and several locks will actually be disengaged as she will see the quite worried and shell-shocked face of Trent looking at her, saying, okay, come in.
Juno's going to lift up the duffel bag and simply walk in. You're looking fine, Trent. She'll step inside.
Mm-hmm. As soon as she is inside, she will notice that Trent goes ahead and closes the door and re-engages the deadbolts. As Trent just looks at her and says, "Okay, is Pam far behind?"
I don't know. I didn't bring her.
Okay, I'm in a bad sort of place. Okay, Trenton's gonna go ahead and go back to the chair in the back of the desk that he was sitting sitting behind, I should say. And he grabs a Lone Star and can to himself. You can see that in the trash is another can. As he goes ahead and slowly sips at it. Not drinking heavily at the moment, just sipping at the can.
Juno's gonna kind of cross her arms, and there's a deep-seated impulse to see if there's more cans around for herself, but she huffs a bit and looks at Trent. So, you've called me over here. You're in a panic. You seem to be on lockdown, and you think it's a good time as any to get shithoused.
What can I say? I would have a smoke, but I don't have them anymore. Shit, I ran out of them like a few hours ago.
Juno will sigh as she pulls the pack of Marlboro Lights from her jacket and sets it down on the table with a Zippo.
Trade you.
Why don't you tell me what's going on first, and then we'll talk.
Right, okay. I got hit with a mountain today.
Okay. Explain?
Okay, so I got into a little bit of a scuffle today, just following somebody, and when I got my ass kicked, I went ahead and turned on the second sight, and I saw a mountain before me.
A mountain.
Mountain with big rock hands.
I don't even have words for that. And Juno will look back at the door that's just been knocked on.
You want to take that?
Okay. Juno just walks over, looks through the peephole. Oh, look, it's Pam!
Bring her in. Trent tries to go ahead and make an unconvincing smile as if nothing is wrong at the moment.
She'll begin to undo the locks, and Pam will hear the one by one, the clicking, the sliding of chain locks. And
While
then,
putting out her latest cigarette underneath her shoe as the locks disengage.
and finally, Juno will open the door. Pam, I'm so glad I don't have to do this by myself.
What's up?
Come inside. Trent
Okay.
is having a bit of a crisis. Juno will shut the door. She'll step away from the door for a moment without locking it, just to see what happens when if Trent notices.
Trent does notice, but he doesn't make a move. He just looks at you with big pleading eyes.
Fair enough. Juno nods and then goes back and redoes all the locks. And then comes back.
Right.
So, Pam, how you been?
All right. Holding up, trying to find something to do with my time.
Well, apparently our friend here has gone into spelunking or mining. I really don't know, but he's convinced he saw a mountain.
Went to the Catskills.
A mountain punched me.
He's not making any sense.
What, was he 8 feet tall or 8,000 feet tall?
Both. Neither. I don't know. Look. Let's okay. I'll start from the beginning. How about that?
Okay.
I started off this morning going to one of the local grocers slash fish market, right?
Okay.
So, I noticed some strange people doing some rather strange things. Nothing too out of the ordinary until it was, extraordinarily unordinary. This group of people, Native American, I could tell, were ordering fish. And after they had ordered the fish, they started talking to the fish. And I'm not just saying, small talk. I'm talking a long conversations as if the fish was talking back to it. That by itself was strange enough. That got me convinced that I should probably look into it. So I let the day pass, and when I came back the next day, there was the same group of people doing the same fish talking thing. So I decided to follow them. They went to a physical fitness center, a weight gym actually. I didn't want any trouble. I just wanted to walk in. I was gonna make like I was some sort of gym enthusiast. And as soon as I walked in, I noticed that I was the only white person there.
Trent, that's racist.
It is racist, especially when they punch me the fuck out.
Okay.
It's not racist if there was actually no other Caucasian guys there.
Look. That wasn't the thing that set me off. The thing that set me off was the guy went ahead and punched me like a Mack truck. I'm saying he went ahead and punched me. And this guy was... Okay, you could be strong, but you cannot be that strong. He went ahead and launched me at least 12 feet away. And when I actually, went ahead and felt my face, I could feel it fracture as I looked up at this giant. And I activated the second sight. And thank God I did, because I realized that it was just a giant mountain in front of me with all these little pygmies-like things around him. And after I saw that, I just ran. I just bolted.
Okay, a few things that are coming to mind is, one, did you check to see if you were followed?
Of course I did. I went ahead and took a subway train to a station and then hopped onto another train.
Okay, well, you made sure that you weren't followed by things that, we kind of, from time to time tangle with.
I told you I activated the second sight. I activated the second sight just for this.
Okay. So use the site. My other concern is Pam.
Yeah.
What did those giants that you fought in a park look like?
With freakishly heads that were large for their bodies and mouths. Some of them had mouths that were even almost too big for their head, and they were giant proportioned with something like 20. One was 20 feet tall, right, Vinny?
Yeah.
Yeah, up to 20 feet tall, and some of the sizes in between that and taller than 5 feet.
Were they made of rock?
They looked like they were made of flesh, and if I remember correctly, they were naked.
Oh, they were so naked. Out of character.
That I knew there was something locked out about that night.
A new, what's Nina,
those-
I have no idea. They're asking about that one girl. I have no idea.
Who?
I don't. Maybe if I spell it out, it'll make more sense. Trent goes ahead and tries various spellings and pronunciations for the name that he heard. One of them being correct, the other one's differing slightly towards one syllable, the other one differing the other way on another syllable. I don't know.
And out of character, is it the name in the chat?
Yep.
At this point, you're going to hear some commotion outside.
Oh, God. Trenton goes ahead and lifts us from his seat, goes ahead, spills the beer can beside him as he goes ahead and jumps across the desk and looks through the tiny peephole. Oh, God.
Now, making its way through all the trash and the rubble, you see what looks like a huge man. You know, he's approaching 7 feet tall. He has a giant belly, and you can see there's quite a hairy belly, because this man has no shirt on. He has a tattered, filthy-looking hoodie tied underneath his belly, and he's got very baggy pants that are getting filthy, and there's just this wild beard with food and all kinds of stuff in it. And he's got a beer bottle in one hand, and he's just making a hell of a commotion. It's not actual words. It's just rage and frustration that are coming out of his mouth. No really disconcertable syllables. And he might be in pain. Just tears are streaming down his face, and just this weird, barrage of noises are continuing to emanate. And he's just crashing about outside.
Oh, that guy's in my place. That guy's in my place. He's gonna go ahead. Trenton's gonna go ahead and unlock the deadbolts and unchain it, open the door, and he's gonna start yelling at this figure. Hey, you! Get off! Get out of here! This is private property. Get the hell out!
Ah! And at that, he flings the beer bottle towards you.
Yep. Gonna dodge. Woo!
And he starts to make his way, like he gets down and he hunches down like kind of like an ape would move or something like that, like a gorilla almost, and he starts barreling towards where you guys are holed up.
Oh, no, this thing does not. Trent doesn't even know what the hell this thing is, but he's gonna assume certain things since he got hit by a frickin' mountain today. Gonna go ahead and into his pocket, throw out a little glow stick, break it so it starts glowing, and throw it at his feet. You get out of my place! And this is Ward.
Okay. And at this, the man just backs up a little bit and stuff, and gives off a little bit of a whimper, but he takes his fist and he slams it down on the ground several times, and he just growls at all of you. All of you. He's looking around, seeing if he can see any of you.
I'm going to go ahead and gamble a conviction for discern. As soon as I figure out what my perception is.
Seconded.
6.
Yay! Whew, that was close.
Mhm.
That was really close.
Jeez. So discern, that just tags things as not human, right?
It's not quite second sight. It basically says there's something wrong about them, and it kind of gives a slight hint about
Yeah.
kind of how they're wrong,
Well,
but not pinpointing exactly how they're wrong.
I'm
Yep.
just before you
it's
hand
like
out.
second sight, up, plus, or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
just gonna throw up a discern roll so you can give us both information as long as I don't fail.
Okay, cool. Roll it.
Perception.
I'm missing stuff.
Yeah, I succeeded.
Ooh, yeah,
That
you
means it
really.
lasts 40 minutes, right?
Yeah, 10 minutes per success.
Yeah.
Okay. Vinny. Yeah, something wrong. The man does not have severe learning difficulties. There actually is something wrong with him. Melanie, there's something very monstrous about this creature. I don't know how much you would be able to get on discern in a good roll. Can you actually see what?
Once it's activated, it's
Okay,
just
anything hidden about it?
Discern is kind of like it actually gives you hints onto the nature of the beast.
Okay.
Like kind of werewolf, there'd be like dog-like features, wet dog smell, that kind of thing. With the ghoul, it would be black veins to show that they've been affected by something. It doesn't say it is what it is, but it's like when you use discern enough times, you can figure out what something is.
Okay, then in that case, with 3 successes, I'm gonna say my overlay's not working. Hold on. Hey, okay. You can kind of see that as part of the body now, and the roar and that weird sort of tirade and stuff suddenly sounds more like this to you.
And you're hearing as well, Trenton, belittle this thing, yelling at it. You get out of my place. This is my place. Get the hell out of here.
Trent! Cool your tits.
And
I don't
this
think that.
man thing, this thing looks like no werewolf you might have ever encountered. This thing pulls back again and looks like he's gonna make another run for where you guys are holed up.
Mm-hmm. You wanted me to make my ward roll in this one?
Yeah, and Ward just pushes them back, right? Doesn't deal any damage?
Yes, exactly.
Unless they
do.
try and go through it, I think, right?
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Can he throw stuff at you if Ward is up?
There's nothing in
If
the
it's a
rules
rock,
that does-
yes. If it's a totem, rock, spirit bound, chimerical thing, then it hits the edge of the wall and that's it.
Okay, so we're in like a junkyard, and I'm thinking he just picks up the junk and starts to chuck it at you guys.
Ow.
Oh yeah, he can chunk it at me. Trent is, presenting himself prominently as a target, continuing to belittle and freaking insult this creature, or whoever this is, and saying, "You get out of my freaking yard!"
And finally you see this thing try, to kind of fight with itself, and it goes, "You'll cage me too? Come at me!" And then he throws what's the biggest thing there?
There is currently a bucket full of nails and oil, actually.
Okay, those are both less than 400 pounds, so he chucks both of those at you guys.
Okay. You want to make me roll a dodge?
Yeah.
Okay, gonna roll a dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Okay, cool.
So this thing is currently chunking just any junk at Trent as he goes ahead and weaves and bobs out of it, continuing to berate this thing.
Yes, and he's furious. He's furious. He is spitting at you at this point.
God damn it. Juno's just gonna kind of stay at the frame of the door, just inside, trying to stay out of the way, but she's gonna shout out, "Sir! There might be a better way of going about this than, just getting all nasty like."
And the creature growls at you, and you know what? Turns away from Trent and starts towards you, trying to throw things at you. And oh, actually, you don't have ward up, so
Just so you know, my ward I think goes about 9 yards around me actually.
Which definitely encompasses us unless we run off somewhere.
Okay, good. Okay, in that case, then this bear thing is going to try chucking more things at you, and it's actually looking around. You guys, did you bring cars?
No.
Nope.
There's a bicycle out front.
Oh my gosh, that's right. Okay, so our furry friend starts towards the bicycle.
No! 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 And at that point,
Screaming that, you just hear more.
all right, that's it. You've did it now.
And,
She's going to go very quiet, and she's going to pull one of the throwing knives out of the belt on her back, and she's going to activate Impact.
lets them throw objects and have them do aggravated damage. Ooh, okay. So as our furry friend is making his way to the bike, he feels some throwing knives at him, and
You want me to roll for it?
we can role play it out, or you can roll. Do you want to roll?
Sure, just to see how much damage it does. Why
Yeah, go
not?
for it. Okay.
All right, athletics.
Wait.
Athletics. Okay.
Hey, I know I can break his bike. You might as well try and defend it.
Why?
Trent?
I hear a voice, whisper beside me. What?
Don't know if that's a skin changer because he looked like that when I took a look at him. Where else need to change? I don't know what this is.
Right.
Which
Trent
means
is,
I don't know what it is.
At the moment, Trent is just listening to you as if humoring you for a second, and then he
Okay.
just continues on his rant.
So Juno throws one of the knives, and it sails wonderfully across the yard and goes right in towards his back. And manages to do at least 1 point of ag damage, unless he's got a monumental amount of soak. If you can soak ag.
You know what?
There are some things that can.
No, this he's not wearing any armor. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, and he roars in frustration, but he can't go towards you. So his shoulder now kind of one lower than the other. The spare creature takes a good long look at Juno.
Juno's going to hold up a bunch of knives in between her knuckles, and she's going to look. If you don't simmer down, I'm going to throw every one of these fucking things at you. Now, if you want to talk, you talk. But you knock this shit off.
You won't cage me!
I'm not trying to cage you!
Bear takes the bicycle and breaks the middle bar. Fight me! Fight me!
No!
Fine, you wanna fight? You wanna fight? Trent's actually gonna go ahead and leave the ward circle behind him and advance towards this figure, who, at his perception, is still a man. Just a really big man, walking around with his chest puffed out. You wanna fight me? You wanna fight me? Go ahead! Hit me! Hit me if you can!
Yeah, he is gonna hit you with the bicycle, and geez, is that Dex plus melee?
If he's swinging it like if he's using it like a weapon, yeah, it's Dex plus melee.
But there's I don't know how the difficulty changes with improvised weapons to that too.
I would go ahead and just impose a -1 or 2 damage to the weapon, and increase difficulty by at least to a 7 or an 8.
Okay, yeah. Let's say the DC is 8. Okay.
Jesus Christo.
Shit. Okay.
Well, it's a bike, so it's bashing.
Yeah, no, that's bashing. Okay.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you get hit by the bike.
Go ahead and roll the damage.
All right.
Fight, we'll say strength +1.
No, hell no. Strength -2. It's not designed to, be used
Oh,
like
that's
this.
right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Don't add more damage, Vinny.
that's not so bad.
No. You gotta add your strength to this.
Okay. Okay.
There you go. That's punishing. Crap. Probably should have not told you to do that. Okay. That's 2 bashing damage to me. I soak 1, so I take 1 bashing damage. As Trent's gonna go ahead and take one rubber tire of this bicycle to the face. Boom! Ah! He's knocked back a little bit, but he's going to return in kind. He's going to go ahead and grab a crowbar from one of the buckets, actually, and proceed to swing at the mofo.
Okay. Let's check out my dodge.
Oh, you already performed action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Miss. Whiff.
However, at seeing Trenton take a bike to the face, her bike, she is going after said baddie. She's taking one of the knives in hand and she is holding on to it and she is activating Cleave. And she's going to go for a straight up attack. She's going to gamble let's say 3 conviction on this roll. And
Actually, you know what? Something has happened, by the way. Geez, I don't know if this is perception and alertness or perception and empathy, but I want you guys to roll really quick. What happened to this bear thing after? Empathy. I think. Yeah, perception and empathy. For you to roll and figure out something that's happened to this bear creature after they use the bike as a weapon.
okay. Amazing dice pool for this.
Depending on the difficulty, I got no successes. Juno is going to be the one that gets this.
Oh yeah.
Mighty dice pool, go!
I got failed.
Yay! I got a success.
Yeah.
You have less than half what I have, and you have.
Okay.
It happens.
The bear thing. This big man to you looked lethargic when coming into contact with the bike, and now has a hand over its stomach, even though it picked it up for a weapon. Anyways, have fun with the knives.
Well, I'll invest a conviction into this instead of 3. Natural aptitude adds 1 extra dice. So it's 4 and 4, so 9 dice plus 2, 11. Alright, so Juno runs up and she's gonna attack the thing, slice it across the chest with a knife, kind of run in, kind of bend at the hip and rotate her entire upper torso and just drag that knife along his chest. Difficulty motherfucking ones.
Happens.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Luckily I get 10, so 2 successes. 1 carries over. And it's strength plus 1 plus 2, so that's 2 plus 1 plus 3. I know, 2 plus 1 plus 2. 5.
Okay.
And she manages to get 2 ag damage on this son of a gun.
Oh, damn. Okay. Sorry, kiddos. Bear's unconscious. You can kill it from here.
Oh, hell no, we're not going to kill it.
Yeah, 3 ag. That was all it took.
Okay, so apparently it goes down, and when it goes down, Trent goes, oh shit. Drag it inside.
Okay.
We don't need people on the street to look at this.
This is a very fat man. He is very muscular, but he also has a hell of a beer belly. You're looking at like 300 pounds of dragging.
We three can all do it at once if we try quickly. Come on! Come on! There's no way in hell! I'm having a man stab in front of my establishment! Oh god!
He attacked us! Everybody saw it! She says as she grabs a hold of one of his arms.
Well, poor Pam here has been hearing like bear growls and stuff the whole time.
Trent, you get the legs. Pam, get an arm! Get
yeah, okay, getting an arm.
Pam is still seeing something different than everybody else. She's seeing like a half man, a half bear thing, and increasing past the belly button region, it becomes even more bear-like, like 100% bear.
Yes,
but this is
because I'm totally used to and inured to dealing with animal people that like to kill things. So I'm like, okay, let's get this inside.
Yeah.
Sarcasm.
Trent, I want you... Do you have chains, heavy chains, like towing chains?
Of course I do. The junkyard.
And padlocks?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Chains, padlocks, arms, legs, torso.
Trent goes ahead and proceeds to procure, I should say grab because I'm drunk at the moment, proceeds to grab all the necessary ingredients, gets the chains from a few of the tow trucks, gets a lot of the padlocks from the secure boxes around the site, and proceeds to man them over for whatever mad scheme that Juno currently has.
Is this office got a interior garage to it?
There is definitely an interior garage. It's like one of those things where the cars can go ahead and drive onto the platform, and the platform sort of lifts or descends. It's got a winch type thing.
Let's turn this into a horror movie at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so what Juno's going to do is she's going to ask for everybody's help to basically take his arms and put them on, basically pull them behind him, and put them in between the ground and the lift, and then chain his wrists to his waist, and then shackle his ankles together, and then turn the lift up so he's actually suspended off his feet.
Yeah, Trent is the one that's going to go ahead and grab those controls. He doesn't trust the other two to actually do something terrible, and he goes ahead and lifts it up just a little bit.
Just so his feet are just off the ground.
No, his feet are going to be on the ground.
Trent, this is a really bad idea. Lift him all the way off the ground.
No, Juno, there's no way I'm going to have a man just die in front of me.
I'm not going to torture him.
It's like, you can talk to him with his feet on the ground.
If he's as strong as he seems to be, if he gets any kind of purchase, I'm going to think he's going to tear that thing out of the ground.
Well, you know what? Just deal with it. As you see, Trent has already healed up that one level of bashing damage. Just deal with it.
You know, I didn't want to add murderer to my, to the... When people ask, hey, Juno, how's it going today? What did you do today? Oh, I just murdered somebody. I don't want to have to do that. If he breaks...
We're not murdering anybody. We're just having a civil, polite conversation with whatever the hell that thing is.
Well before!
No!
Guys, we're not going to kill him. We have him not trying to hurt anyone anymore. We need to just calm down and go at this rationally and not scream at each other and attract any more attention than we might already have. Yes?
Okay. Trent said as he's trying to calm himself down.
Breathe slowly, Juno. In your nose, out your mouth, count to 10, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do at this point from here.
What do you say about a cage?
Yeah, he's really not going to be happy with that.
Okay. The wolfmen, wolf guys, skin changers, werewolves, man-wolves, whatever. They look like big, scary 8 to 12 feet of fur, claws, and death, but they have to take the time to shift to that. When I gave him the eyes, this guy, he just actually looks like some kind of wolf-man bear thing. Thankfully not a ManBearFae, because that would just be somewhere I don't want to go.
That
But
would just be silly.
And at this, you can see that our bear friend, as 5 minutes have passed, is starting to come to. As you hear like a low-level groan, and like his eyes are flickering up a little bit.
Trent,
Tries to turn his head.
do you have any food?
he also went down way
I
too
got
easy
some
and way too
beer and
fast.
sandwiches. He
What?
sent to Juno.
Why don't you get some of those just that way, in case when he comes to, we can show that we're not actually going to try and kill him.
All right, awesome. Trent's gonna go ahead and disengage the machinery. Gonna go ahead and take the key with him since it's what it's operated on. Doesn't necessarily trust Juno or anybody else at the moment. He's gonna go to the office and proceed to come back with a cooler full of beer, ice, and actually some sandwiches. They're currently wrapped in plastic wrap. Proceed to hand it over to Juno and say, okay, if you think it's gonna be good.
Okay, can I get a cup full of that ice and some of that water?
Oh yeah, definitely. Trent's gonna go ahead and get some water, get some ice, hand it over to Juno.
Alright. She's going to hold the sandwich in one hand, hold the glass in the other, and then she's going to splash him in the face with the ice water.
At that, he comes to and goes, "Arr!" and he looks at Juno, just
All right.
eyes wide, and then suddenly something happens. You see his eyes. Suddenly they become like the pupils that just wipe away. It's white, and then suddenly you realize that the whiteness isn't just the whites of the eyes. It's frozen. And after that, you see from there thin frost spreads out across the rest of the body. And the person looks still unconscious, dead. That's it. They're not breathing.
Oh, fuck, we killed him.
No, we couldn't have.
Let's see.
You were throwing around knives!
Hold on. Melanie still has discern up? Or
Juno. Pam definitely does. I don't know about Juno.
Okay. Okay. For those that have discern up, bear person is still going on. Still, you can tell that they're still alive, but they've got like this. They look like they're completely made out of ice. This second form of themselves. But you can tell that like the eyes are moving around. Just the rest of the body isn't. The human looks dead.
His eyes are moving, and he's still not dead.
Well,
Guys?
that's good.
And
We're
at
not
this-
murderers
at this
today, which is
part-
fantastic.
No. At this, the bear thing turns around and looks at Pam. What the actual fuck? And then, like, looks still and stuff like it's trying to play possum.
Okay there, Mr. really surly bodybuilder fat guy.
This looks, we just want to talk.
You're still alive because you're still alive. I want you to think about this. If we actually intended to kill you, you'd be dead. So why don't you tell us what you're so upset about so we can work past this?
Those dead, icy eyes just continue to stare out into nothingness.
Sarah, you say it's looking at me?
Oh no, it's playing possum now. It's trying very hard not to look at anything.
Okay.
This is not a creature of great intelligence or wit, but it did pick up on the fact that you could see through what was going on with the human.
Pam?
Hmm?
Is he dead if I start poking him with a knife?
Don't poke him with a knife,
Please don't poke him with a knife.
So he's still alive.
Juno, you seem to be the talkative one here. Try to convince it that we can let it go if he does things.
Okay. Mr. Guy here, you have two options. You can either start talking, very kindly, politely. And if you don't try and punch us again, you'll probably walk out of here tonight. We'll even patch up the nice little gash I put across your chest. If you don't, we're going to call the cops on you, and then you will be put in a cage. Perm.
Awesome.
I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't have as much experience with this as you guys do.
Trent,
Yep.
do you have a pair of bolt cutters?
God, no. No, what are you thinking?
I just need a pair of bolt cutters, that's all.
Nope. Got no bolt colors, nothing around here. And you don't have to even roll empathy for this. Trent is straight out lying to you and refusing to do this.
At this point, you're going to hear a little bit of commotion outside.
Oh, no. Okay,
Like where
you
this
guys stay here.
Nothing like Bear Man here. Nothing on that noise level.
Okay, you guys stay here. I'll walk outside. I kind of have the authority here. And Trent's going to go ahead, walk through the office, look through the little peephole, and what does he see?
Two people, they look like homeless people, and they look a little confused too. And they're just sort of looking around the area trying to see if there's anything around that they should be noticing.
Right. Trent, at this moment, is actually going to be fairly calm about the whole thing. He's going to mask the fact that he has a apparent bear person in the back of his garage. He's going to unlock the door, walk outside, and say, hi guys, seem a little bit lost.
At this, they look like really stunned, and they turn around, they run as fast as they can
Oh, fuck.
away from you.
No, go, God damn it. Fuck. Right, going back to where Juno and Pam are, and apparently we're going to have a little bit of a conversation about what just happened.
Juno is kind of standing there in front of the creature.
Mm-hmm.
She is kind of twirling a knife in her fingers.
No.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, God.
I'm just, waiting to hear what Trent says. What's going on? What's all the hullabaloo going on the outside?
I don't know. I saw two vagrants outside who got spooked as soon as I walked out.
Hmm.
Did you recognize them?
I don't think so. I'll let Sarah decide that one.
Probably not, unless, I don't know, do you spend a lot of time with the homeless?
Nope.
Nope, okay, yeah, you didn't recognize these two. They looked like they were, it's hard to tell, they were kind of filthy. They looked like, maybe 30s.
Yeah, they look like old veterans and the like. Considering this guy, he says, he's pointing towards the big man, I'm not willing to take any chances. I think we gotta make moves to possibly leave the area.
Alright, well, we either need to get this guy to stop playing possum, because I know you're playing possum, you shit-eater! Or we let him go.
Letting him go is not the worst option that we could do. We can always, do something else when the time comes. And this place is already going to be, abandoned.
Just gonna lean forward, just staying out of bite radius, and she's just gonna look at him. If you could just tell us why you're mad, things would go a lot easier.
Is it something about, Ninyu?
Ninyu, huh? Know
What's
anything about
Ninyu?
Ninyu?
Nothing.
Pam, you
Yep.
deal with them.
come over towards the possum. Bear man. Man bear. Kinda. Did we end up hanging him, or is he just sitting up?
He is currently standing up.
Okay. So I don't need to crouch. Look. I don't know who was trying to cage you or why, but we are not them. And if we can point you into a better direction away from here, you could, and never meet, talk, or try to hurt you ever again. Please?
Manipulation and persuasion. Because that was actually quite good.
Manipulation and empathy, I think. Because I don't think we have as hunters persuasion.
No, there's no persuasion on my list.
Empathy, or I would, if I were the ST, I would do empathy or expression, but it's up to you, Sarah.
Oh, okay. No. Yeah, let's go with that.
Pick one. Expression?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Charisma, commanding presence. Would that make a difference here?
I would believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Cool. I did not see you guys reasoning with this thing, go figure.
Alright, I
Yeah.
have 2 successes.
Okay. And that was good. And you have commanding presence. So at that, the eyes start to clear a little bit, and the frost dissipates so that it's just wet on this man's skin. And he looks at all of you like a little shell-shocked, and then starts to shiver uncontrollably.
Trent,
Shivers in the chains.
blankets, something, coats.
Right.
Blanket, maybe undo the chains.
Trenton's gonna go ahead and
Wait a minute,
hand
before we-
over the key to Juno, because he trusts him to do so. And Trenton's gonna go in the back and find some blankets and stuff.
Juno's going to walk up to him. She's put the knife away at this point.
Mm-hmm.
If I unlock these chains and let you go, are you going to promise not to punch or use anything in this room to... You're not going to try and hurt us if we let you down.
Give my oath. And you still have discern running.
Yeah.
The man doesn't look clearly half bear, half human anymore. Looks a bit more human. It's shifted. I mean, the man still looks huge in this other form, but less berry. And he gives a coherent sentence. He says, "I give my oath."
Okay.
I guess that's kind of like giving your word. But anyways, Juno's going to put the keys into the various locks and unlock them all and pull the locks out of the chain link so they actually loosen and he can actually let himself down.
Mm-hmm. Trent comes back with some wool patchwork blankets and proceed to, seeing the scene before him, just sort of drape it across the huge man.
He clutches the blanket to himself and gives Trent a steady look.
He gives a silly look back. This is my place.
Understood?
You behave.
Thank you for listening to us.
Now, can we start a dialogue? Can you give us a name? Just a name to call you by. If you don't want to give your real one, give a fake one. We probably won't even know.
Juno will offer up the sandwich.
It seems pretty speechless.
Very speechless.
Very speechless. Apparently the 300s are just looking at this thing as it takes its time. Very tense moment. That or the connection is probably broken. But I'm going to go with the tense moment.
Yep.
Hmm.
Quite
So,
amazed that such, violence from earlier turned too soon to such a calm now.
very
Violent.
calm.
Yeah. Violence is not the only option. It's just, in some ways, the easiest option.
Yeah, but let's go for something a little bit trickier this time. I've always felt that last time we came together, we maybe jumped to a conclusion.
Yeah.
Did you remember that there were two of those drowned things? Do you remember the man talking about a wife?
Yep. I think we lost the opportunity to talk to the guy with the fish tank before Fan and stuff hit each other.
Yeah.
Well, he sicked his little sickly wet cat on us.
No, Juno. No, I freaked out at the cat. The cat probably wouldn't have done anything bad to me.
They're cats. They can't be trusted.
That may be true, but I still think that there was a chance there that we missed.
There's not a whole lot that we can do.
We can do
We can
something.
we
Small
can
thing.
keep our ear to the ground in case any more drowned ones appear, because that thing escaped into the sewers.
It was
We're doing
wounded.
God knows what to God knows who. Probably replicating.
Look, we don't even know what the hell it was doing in the first place. For all we know, what happened to that young couple was just a simple accident.
Alright, has anything that's ever shown up on the site as wrong ever come off as happenstance or an accident?
We're here to deal with those things
No.
after.
I don't mean an accident in that sense. I mean, what if those creatures didn't mean to cause anybody any harm? What if they were just trying to exist as apparently an old man and a wife? Maybe they were just trying to have a peaceful existence, and we kind of ruined that for them, or at least any chance of that.
Trent, let me ask you something. When you go walking through the woods, and you come home, and you find a tick stuck to you, do you just leave it there because it's trying to live its little ticky existence?
Look, I know the kind of analogy you're making, that I would have been an insect, that I would have simply had another accident, killed another person. But then again, we didn't have the chance to actually talk to it like we're doing with this thing here. We have a golden opportunity. Let's take it.
Okay.
Let's try to make more of these opportunities in the future.
And our tricks aside, some people would say use the tick out analogy for humans. And you can't reason with ticks, but we can reason with this guy. So we're going to do that, and we're doing that. And he's not a tick, because that's not the sort of thing you tell to people you meet on the street.
I'm not saying that he is a tick. I'm just saying that there's a reason that we see things the way we do. There's a reason that we have the abilities that we have.
Juno, you're vengeful. I know that. But there are other options. Let's take them.
Look, this thing has not tried to attack us. It has not tried to, well, it has tried to attack us, but since we've let him down, he seems to be fine. He seems to be calm-ish. So why don't we go ahead and, just cut with the hunter huddle here, and let's talk to it.
Right. What is a name that we can call you? Trent says, directing his attention back to the apparent bear man.
I'm the great Ursel Chief. My name is Cernwig. And he stops and he continues this. This paper coin, your tribe possesses it?
I don't know about a paper coin. What do you mean by paper coin? And what do you mean by trying to cage you? We don't want to do that. We want to set you free.
By paper coin, do you mean money?
Juno will reach into her back pocket and pull out a few bills and hold them up. This?
Yes. Yes.
Do you need some?
One of our own has been caged. And we cannot break him free. We've tried. My heir. My heir is caged, and we cannot break him.
Okay. Your heir was taken. I get that. You're caged. Did they come? Were they wearing black clothes with badges on them?
They hit us with these stones, and it made our bellies ache, and we bled. And then when my son tried to defend me, they hit him with he said it was like lightning as they took him away.
Tasers.
He's in jail.
I went to take him back, and they wouldn't listen to me, and they demanded the paper coin. I flew into a rage, but the other members of my tribe took me away, and I found myself here.
Guys, I
Money
think
for
he's
bail?
talking about some sort of bail.
Yep.
Let's try to ask it its name or the name of its son that, the guys in black were calling him.
Cops.
What's the question you're asking?
Actually, I'm going to look at Juno. Juno seems to have the most, conversational ability with this, or Pam, because Trent at the moment is still kind of pumped, kind of awesome at the moment. He survived a mountain to the face, and apparently a bear man to, the face as well with a bicycle.
Hell of a face. You must look like Owen Wilson at this point.
Yeah, at this moment he's kind of, he's ran out of juice. Let's just say that.
Juno's gonna look at him. Okay, so what's happened to your son is he's been what we call arrested. That's when our lawmen, people that keep the laws upheld.
Yes, the guards.
Yes, they found a reason that they needed to take him away. I don't know why. I'm not going to say who's right or wrong in this, but they took him away. They took him to a place where he's going to be held until you can give them enough paper coin to get him out. And then he has to go back to have a trial. He's going to be judged to see if he is guilty of a crime or not.
We have no coin. My belief that the majority of us have perished since coming here, largely because of it. And now I'm afraid that the same will happen to him.
Does he have a name? Maybe we can go visit him. They let people visit them. They may not let you because you kind of have a temper.
Luke.
Luke. Does
No,
he
Luke.
have
Luke with the sound at the end.
Luke? Okay. Do you have a picture of Luke?
And he turns to Pam at this point, and he goes, "This one saw me. He looks like me."
Okay.
Looks like you and Trent goes ahead and, puts a mouth over his face and just mouths the word second sight.
Other one.
Turning his attention back to the chief, just goes ahead and says, do you know the address, or can you point us in the right direction? of where he's being detained?
Yes. Yes. And then he takes out of his hand, a little pamphlet. It's explaining visiting rights on there, but it has the address. This should tell you.
Okay, cool. And I assume this is
The way he hands it to you, if you guys are alert enough, you'll notice that he's handing it very awkwardly and incorrectly. He can't read.
No, of course he can't. Trent doesn't mind very much as he goes ahead and reads the address. Okay. I assume it's some towards the local police building, right?
It's actually not far away from you guys at all. He walked in a rage from the police station to the junkyard because he just wanted to smash and break shit and yell, and then he flew into a rage when he saw more humans.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what we're going to do for you. We're going to go ahead and walk back to the station. We're going to have a very, very behaved and calm conversation, and we're going to see what we can do for your son. Is that all right? Just as long as you behave, things will go all right.
The slow tone isn't lost on this man, and it's not enough to shift Arya, but he looks a little disgruntled at that. But he knows that he stands a chance now with these three, so he nods calmly.
Right. Just remember, this is my place. You came into my place and caused trouble, and I'm letting you go, and I'm also helping you.
Trent, before we let him go, then she's just going to kind of gesture at the large gash across his chest. Might want to do something about that.
I'll go get the first aid. Trent goes ahead and gets the first aid from the office and proceeds to look at the other two and see if they have any medical knowledge, because he doesn't.
Juno does, but let's
I know
see
first
how...
aid.
He will hand it over to the other two hunters.
Yep.
How good are you at doing this, Pam?
I haven't seen someone test before. Let's put it that way.
I know how to put some stitches in, I know how to disinfect, but it's, you know... I'm no battlefield medic, and I don't think he likes me very much.
You could be my plucky assistant while I stuff.
Alright, here, you, she hands over the bottle of antiseptic to Pam. You get to do that.
Alright. This will hurt, but the pain won't last long, and starts gently dabbing, disinfecting where it's bloody. Maybe softening up any blood if it's still flowing.
Pretty much disinfect, suture the wound, cover the wound with bandages, that kind of thing.
What would that be?
And he freaks out a little bit at first, but
It'll get better.
From the conversation he gathered earlier and stuff, she's the healer of the group, so he wants to be polite. He wants his son.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to roll this? And what do I add to medicine?
I should butcher him.
I guess in the case, it could be intelligence medicine or dexterity, depending on what you're doing.
I would tell my players to do intelligence, because you already know it.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it would be out of the question for her to spend willpower.
Yes, I was just thinking of that because I don't want to.
I know that look on Pam's face.
Dun 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 dun.
Yep. One more PowerPoint.
Good thing she spent the willpower is all I'm gonna say quietly in the corner.
So wait, does that make it just a failure, or is it?
No,
one-
It makes it just a success with the willpower.
Yeah.
Marginal. He is not comfortable, but he will not bleed to death and/or commit gangrene. Get gangrene.
Right, of course they wouldn't know about gangrene either. Okay.
Oh, I must be evolving. It's green now.
Okay. After suturing and tending to the wounds of this apparent man-bear thing, yep. Gonna go ahead and proceed to simply walk towards the station, looking to his compatriots and the man-bear pig thingy. Just
Juno's gonna
walk.
very, very quickly before they leave take off every single thing that could be construed as a weapon before they go there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I keep my gym bag here?
Oh yeah.
Pam
Yeah,
is
yeah,
toting
yeah.
a 2-foot gym bag that clinks.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just set it in the corner.
Yeah.
Trent
Juno will
goes
throw
ahead,
hers beside
locks the
Sam's.
door behind them, keeping all the meticulously illicit things in there. And apparently, we're gonna have a. No, apparently not. Anyways, yeah, Trent's gonna go ahead and lead them towards the local PD. See if he can't, start the process of getting a visitation and/or finding out what happened to this unfortunate young man.
Pam will also unhook her travel papers from where they are bandaged, taped to under her shirt. Somewhere where they're not going to lose them or get pickpocketed. And now moves them to her pocket. We're not going to police check everyone. It's just like stuff.
Okay, and there's a metal detector when you first go in there, so you're asked to surrender, your cell phone and all those objects. And once you make it through, though, because this is New York City, once you make it through, you find yourself at a large reception desk, and then there's tons of reception desks behind them. They're all answering calls. But the first one you make it to and stuff asks you, how can I help you?
Looking towards Juno at the moment.
Oh! Says the receptionist when she sees that man and stuff. She covers her mouth a little bit.
We're calm here. We're totally calm at the moment.
He went to go find his friends that are a bit more suited to deal with this sort of thing.
Are you all family then? She asks, a little surprised and
A motley family, but a family, yeah.
Oh, great then. Yes, I suppose you're, he was upset about, sorry, mister, he was upset about the bail, wasn't he?
He doesn't really understand that sort of thing. He comes from a very isolated part of the country.
I see. Well, the good news is it's not bad. $435, to get him out.
What are the charges?
Oh gosh, disorderly conduct, assault. Oh no, wait a minute, not pressing. Okay, this just looks like a disorderly. Okay.
Just a little. How about this? I can lend my friend here the money if he's willing to accept the personal check that goes straight to you, and we can fix it up, rather quickly, or at least proceed to do the paperwork.
Yeah, is he going to have to appear before a magistrate for this sort of thing, or is this something that he can be kind of written a citation for?
No, this is a first-time offense. I mean, he wasn't able to give us many details, but he did have some ID on him. He seems also to have a bit of a concussion, but he was already looked at, I believe. Yes, he was already seen. She's looking through some paperwork. I think the ruling was that he just needed some rest. And she's looking through the notes on this.
Well, good, because we have a place, we'll take him back to our place where he can rest.
Well, no, it's
yeah.
for example, we're aware that this gentleman here, and she motions to the huge, shirtless man with the giant beer gut. Is his father?
Yeah, he
Yes,
came to
it's
visit,
just
and
it's the matter. Unfortunately, at this point, it's the matter of the 450.
Oh, it is a matter of a
435.
450. That is definitely something that we can go ahead and take care of right now. He looks to the big gentleman. You'll be willing to spot me afterwards, right?
After we teach him.
Or at least, I know his son, and I know his son is good for it. Trent goes ahead and produces a check and proceeds to write the aforementioned amount, knowing that this is going to hurt him in the end.
Right. At
Food in a month.
at this point, the woman, brightens up considerably, and you're starting to wonder. She looks a bit happy that they're going to be getting this other one out of the cell.
Almost like
It's a
they
little,
don't want to
little
hear and now they have
excited.
him.
Yes. Anyway, she takes the check and holds it up to the light.
Yeah.
A formality.
The name on the check is not Trent. It's actually Lewis.
Okay, she's just looking for the watermark that's always in the left-hand corner nowadays.
It's on. It's
Okay.
on.
Okay, it's cool. And at that, she files it away. She goes, okay, I think you're good. Oh, wait, I just need, you, sir, to sign. And she produces a packet and hands it to the great big bear man. Right where I've highlighted. Just need you to sign there, and turn it over once more there.
can he have an advocate for this?
Oh, well, he can. His lawyer?
No, just
Notary?
somebody that's more familiar with this system. He's not, all up to speed.
If he has a guardian, his guardian really needs to be here.
He,
And at this, though, surprisingly enough, Cernwig takes the paper and where it's highlighted, makes an X, makes another X, makes another X, turns it over where the highlight is, makes an X, and then hands it back to her. And she goes,
Juno's jaw is going to kind of drop at that point.
Well, that's acceptable. Sometimes they just want someone else to be like, yep, X is who he says he is.
no, this is perfectly legally acceptable. I don't see it quite often, but yes, no, that is great. And Jenny, and you see like a younger file clerk and stuff come up. Still uniformed, of course, but it's clear that he works in the admin side. Can you escort this gentleman and his friends down to see yeah, that one. Yeah, Thomas, I think. Thomas Letters. Okay. Thank you.
Juno's just going to
And
pinch the bridge of her nose when she hears that, that one.
the file clerk comes up and he says, yes, if you could just follow me.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yep, that 450 was the only thing keeping him from getting them to get him out of here.
Yep.
And do you guys have discern or second sight running?
Nope.
We can roll for it if you want.
If the
No,
40
no,
minutes
no,
have
no.
passed, I can roll it again.
If you don't have a reason to have it up, that's cool. Just
Actually, I was thinking of scoping out the entire police cop shop at this point, just in case of things and stuff.
oh, I'm sure you're gonna find stuff, man. It's like an MIB room there.
Well, we are dealing with supernatural things, so...
It's
Yeah.
nighttime in a New York City Police Department. You might find a thing or two.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and, roll discern. Because why the hell not?
One success, 10 minutes.
I didn't get any
Look at that
successes.
ones.
No successes for me. My second sight doesn't activate. Balls.
Balls.
You don't roll second sight, it's discern, and you can do second sight for free. Well,
No,
not for
she
Discern.
was rolling discern.
Well, then I'm just going to burn the conviction that I gained, because why not? And activate second sight.
Trent is going to go ahead, completely blank. He's not going to burn any conviction, not going to try to activate any kind of discernibility, just going to go ahead completely straight.
There are certain advantages to that sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Desk. Okay, so for Pam, I'm just throwing out there, this is just window dressing, not particularly mechanically significant, but I'm imagining that you might catch like some ghouls here. You might catch some unusual stuff, things you can't exactly tag. You might get some shape changers, not the big ones like ratkin or werewolves or anything like that, but you might find some other groups and stuff. Can I say it's a Thursday night in New York City? But you are brought to the very last cell. This is still a small police department, but for New York City, it still means it's fairly sizable. They bring you to the second to last one, where he's got cells on either side and cells in front of him that are completely empty. And you find him, and you see the weirdest graffiti that he's been scribbling on there. This young man, to the rest of you, he is wearing his hoodie. He actually has a shirt on underneath, and he's clothed a little bit more than his dad. You have discern up, so you're going to see that he also looks like a bear, but barely. He's got like maybe a tiny bit of fur on him, but he looks just haggard and just upset and completely down in the dumps. It's more than just his human self. This second self that you're seeing and stuff looks completely ravaged as well, like he's been through a billion rounds and just the world is against him. And he sees more people coming towards them, and you see something with discern. You see him start to shift, and it's becoming more and more bear-like. And then suddenly he sees his father, and he shifts back, and he looks about as human-like as the father does right now when Pam has discern up and looks at him. And he's just so excited. He's just, "Father!" And he's all excited, and he runs up to the bars, and the file clerk goes, "Oh, okay, back a little bit. Okay, we'll get you home tonight, huh?"
Calm down, we're getting you out of here.
And he opens it up, and the two of them embrace heartily, with just a little bit of a cage rattling behind them. The file clerk, squeezes by, kind of like, okay, and disappears out in the back. And
Right. Trent's gonna go ahead and advance on the embracing couple and just say, "Thomas, I take it."
Who?
Luke.
Luke.
Yes.
My name is Trent. I posted bail for you. Just whenever you want to repay the favor.
The father goes, the paper coin. We'll talk more outside.
Yeah, let's talk outside.
We must
Out of
talk more
here.
discreet. We have much to discuss.
Out.
Okay, just so you know, I paid bail for you, just so you know. I took money in my pocket.
Trent.
I'm gonna go now.
These are not the only two weird people in here. Let's go.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
We're making our way outside of the police station. Hopefully uneventful.
Oh yeah.
And we get outside, and Sternwig is trying to direct you all. He's increasingly more erudite, intelligent, and conscientious of the fact that he doesn't want to draw a lot of attention to himself. He's becoming more focused.
Great.
Yay, we're out.
No, let's find some place away. And he motions to just a shallow little alley.
Yeah, we could go back to my place, actually. It's got chairs.
Turns to the sun and okay. And the They agree and they follow you.
I'm going to lead him back to the Elysium Fields scrapyard, more specifically into the office where Trent is going to go ahead and furnish a few folding chairs for those gathered. And after he goes ahead and produces the few folding chairs, he's going to go ahead and walk around to the back of the desk, sit in the reclining chair, and just look at the gathered party and say, "Aren't we a pretty bunch?"
Now, the son at this point, you see him start attending to his father. He's picking the food out of his beard, throwing it away and stuff. He takes his hoodie off and he takes his shirt and offers the shirt to his father. And Cernwig, thanks him and puts it on. And the son takes his hoodie and zips it up. And they're looking a bit more tidy as they can be.
Right. There's only a few things I want at this moment. I want you to never come back to this place. And more importantly, I want you to never talk about this place to anyone.
On the contrary, we thought humans were out to kill us, says Cernwig slowly and measuredly. Because what you saw earlier, the beast in the scrapyard, that was a father mourning the loss of his son, who has seen his tribe picked off in the past, how long has it been now? 5 cycles?
Is that days?
We are trapped here. We are trapped here, and we fear we can never return home. It's just a matter of time before we all die out. So what you saw was me giving up. And the son isn't meeting his father's eyes at this point. But he says, we do what we can in this city. It's hard for us.
How did you get into the situation you were in that got him arrested?
And the son looks away and says, my maid is a fear block. She tried to get her sacrificed this month and perished in the trying.
Sacrifice?
And Cernwig, hushes him and he goes, what happens when you push people up against walls and tell them to give you things? It's the process. It's the process that is important, not what we actually gain.
Right. It's interesting. It's like, I don't know, maybe the act of mugging is more important than what's actually materially gained.
We are not thugs, says the son when you say the word mugging.
No. Don't mean that.
Well, so you hold people against the wall and you demand things from them?
It's needed to survive. Well, it's needed for their kind to survive.
Yeah, I don't know what your kind calls that, but most people that you're going to deal with in this city are going to call that a mugging. And it's kind of illegal.
I kind of wish there were other ways to get what you needed without doing such a thing, or at least harming other people. If you can find a way to do that, I don't think the police or any other authority is going to have much to mess with you about.
The son bites his lip. The memory's so fresh to him, and he turns to his father and goes, "There's no treaties to be made with them. They're different, but we need to move on now, before they change their minds." And he stands up, and the father, Cernwig, a pensive man at this point, not the raging bear that you just saw, looks terribly weary, and increasingly more like what you saw from the sun in the jail cell. His aria is shifting. Pam, if you have a discern up. And he stands up and he goes, "I'll trouble you no longer."
You said before when we let you down you held true to your oath. Will you give us that you won't speak of this place?
I need it from both of you.
My kind would hear with delight that there are humans that will not cage them and kill them.
Tell that story, but do not tell the details.
No,
Where
we will tell no tale.
Thank you.
Will not hear it from us.
No. That's not what I'm asking you. Go ahead and tell any tale that you want. But do not give any specifics. Don't mention names. Don't mention a specific place. Make up any story you want to. If it benefits humanity by casting it in a good light.
Go ahead and tell people what we did, but tell it in such a way that talks about 3 other humans in some other not junkyard somewhere else in the city.
Father, but the ice. Enough. The father gets up and he goes, yes, of course I gave my oath. We will say good night now, and you will never see us again. And they get up.
I'm just going to kind of raise a brow at the whole ice thing. And she's going to shuffle out the door after him. Just a moment and kind of call out, Sirenwick.
Yes? The father turns around.
Run or jog up away, far enough away from the door. What does he mean by the ice?
We will trouble you no more. We all know your location, but we will trouble you no more.
Is it going to be dangerous to other people?
You gave me my son tonight. We are heads of the Ursuls. We are influential. And we will keep the others away from you.
If we want to find you, can we?
I hope not. But no, you deserve the courtesy of the truth. The ice is protective, but yes, it does alert the rest of our kind as to where we are.
Well then, take care of yourselves then. And she's going to offer out her hand.
And he extends his hand towards yours, gives you a firm shake, nods, and takes off into the night with his son.
Juno's going to walk back inside. Interesting fellas.
I'm going to call that a win.
Well,
Me too.
nobody died.
Which is always a bonus.
We
Yep.
did some good, I guess.
Which is also another bonus.
You're out about almost $500.
It's money.
However, he did mention something. The ice. He
Yeah.
says it alerts his kind to danger, I think.
It's summer. Snow ice.
He
Summer.
was covered in ice.
Oh, you mean with the and Trent, points to his eyes, second sight.
Yeah.
One of these days I'm actually gonna, develop that.
It's not that hard. And you should be able to do it without developing the more particular talents of it.
I have always been conservative. It's helped me out this far.
Well, try and be less conservative when things are on the line. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. Yeah, he mentioned something about the ice alerting them to danger, so we may not have heard the last of things. I don't know how much this Sirenwick guy can keep the rest of them off of us.
Did he at least can we at least be certain that they're not going to come back here?
I'm pretty sure that him and his son won't, and they will try and prevent others from doing so.
Well, that's more than I could ask for.
But if people start poking around, I think it's time to do scorched earth. I wouldn't keep anything here that would be compromising.
Yeah, I'll take the gin bag back.
Well, it was a nice place. We'll think of a new place. I'll go ahead and liquidate it.
You know, there is a property on Coney Island I've been looking at.
Well, if you want to make efforts to go ahead and get that for yourself, go ahead and do so.
Well,
This place was always just a meeting place, not the actual, not my place. One of my places, but not the place, not the stronghold.
maybe it's time that we pulled our race. This is like the second or third time we've all banded in together.
And we sort of worked out really well as a team, I'll give you that much.
Maybe it's time that we start pooling resources, and that way, whatever threats come our way, maybe we're a little bit better equipped to deal with.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a
This
place
is what
I'm
we're
working.
gonna do.
Oh yeah?
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a circle tonight. We're gonna make a circle, and we're gonna band together. We're gonna start sharing resources, information, just whatever. And we're gonna tackle New York together. How about that, guys?
Yep.
Sounds
This
good
is
to me.
our town now.
Yeah, why don't you put a pin in the our town thing, and let's start from the ground and work our way up to that.
Let's just get a slice of the pie first before we claim everything.
The
There are a
strong-
lot of other things in there that have already come ahead of us.
Look at it like this. Look at the stronghold. Its defenses. Add more. Step out one lot from there. Go around it. Work on things. Step out a block from the stronghold. Talk to
I'm
people,
sorry.
do the things, and one block at a time, retake this city at a speed and amount that we can actually handle with the resources we have. But we start with one block.
Maybe
Start
it's
with one block, but we also think about other things. Like, let's try not to be monsters, okay?
Yeah.
Let's do what we did tonight. Just try to, anyways.
sounds good.
I'm not
Well,
saying there aren't a lot of things that should die, but if we go around killing all the things, they'll just kill us back. If we figure out which are the ones that we need to kill to cause to trickle down to wipe out a bunch of crap, deal with that and reason with the rest.
I'll take that one. Look, guys, I'm sorry to have called you out here and, sort of led you into this encounter, but I'm kind of glad you did come out of here.
alright.
No one should handle anything solo. It's a quick way to getting killed, and I'm glad we worked together well as a team too.
Juno's gonna grab her duffel bag and sling it over her shoulder.
Me too.
Looks like I'm walking again.
Sorry, I got nothing for you there.
Yep, I think I'm just gonna catch the bus back to my place.
We'll talk about Coney Island later. Coney Island's a good idea.
Trent, Pam, I'll see you guys later. And with that,
Yeah.
Juno steps out of the office and into the night.
Gets her duffel bag over her shoulders securely, and I will be seeing you around shortly.
Trent goes ahead and lets the two hunters go on their way and sort of collapses into his chair. We didn't even encounter the mountain today. Shit. And see.